Hi everybody, Kirsten here. Happy French Friday. Today I'm just going to share a few fun facts with you about the items that were delivered to you from the cart. And I was fortunate to grow up in France, and I got to experience a lot of French culture, so I'm just going to share some fun facts with you. So charcuterie is how you would say it here in America. Charcuterie. Let's talk about the origins of that word. So char means chair, which is chair in French, right? That means flesh. And cuit means cooked. So the origins of charcuterie are basically dry cured meat. Okay, so it's something that was done a long time ago, long before refrigeration existed, and it was the way of preserving the meat by curing it, drying it with salt. In the first century AD, a Greek geographer by the name of Strabo recorded imports of charcuterie from Gaul, and this would have been during Roman times. Gaul, as you would say in French, is present-day France. So a little bit of history there. Now in France, they have something called saucisson sec, okay, which means dried sausage, and it's similar to Italian salami. Same principle. They make it in different flavors. You've got garlic flavor, olive flavor, different types of meat. And I'm going to show you some pictures here. I'll just bring them up on my screen. I'll just bring it up so you can see. So here, this is from a charcuterie shop or butcher's shop in France, and you can see the different types of meat there. There's quite a variety. And I'm just going to show you another picture. Bear with me. Okay, so here, so you can see this is a butcher's shop. There you have the saucisson sec right there. You see right here, I'll point with my finger. Oops. See there on the top above the window in whole, and then you have all the sliced meats in the window. And that's a typical charcuterie in France. Okay, so we're moving on now we're going to talk about the brie, and where it comes from. So brie is a soft cheese, as you know, and in France, cheese, the word for cheese is fromage. Okay, so if you want to repeat that with me, fromage. Now, the Latin word formaticum, that's where fromage comes from, formaticum. Okay, and in medieval times, cheesemakers compressed curds into molds. Okay, and brie, which was invented in a town called Meaux, which is known as Brie de Meaux, a town in northern France, which still exists today. It's still called Brie de Meaux. So I'm going to show you a few pictures of the town of Meaux, where brie comes from. And I'm just going to bring it up here. So here you go. Isn't that beautiful? Nice little town. See the architecture? It's right on the water there. So that's where brie originates from, that town there. Okay, and you can see like the old church in the back there and more recent buildings from France. don't know the dates and the origins exactly. Okay. So, also, brie. Brie, so it would have been around the turn of the 8th century when brie came about, and it was known as the queen of cheeses. So in French, that is interpreted as la reine des fromages. And the queen of cheeses was consumed by nobility and peasantry alike. So rich people and poor people got to enjoy brie. Okay? So, and also one more thing, I almost forgot to tell you that, and this is something I didn't know until I looked this stuff up, is that brie is a good source of protein and also contains a good amount of vitamin B12 and B2. So there you go. So now we're going to move on to some facts about eclairs. So with eclairs, there is little known about the origin of the eclair, but what we do know is that it would have originated in France around the turn of the 19th century. And many food historians speculate that eclairs were first made by a famous pastry chef called Marie-Antoine Carême. He was a famous French pastry chef for royalty. Everything he prepared was for royalty only. And in France, you have éclair au chocolat, which is a chocolate eclair, or an éclair au café, which is coffee eclair. I particularly prefer the coffee eclairs. And so the consistency, so an eclair consists of a custard filling surrounded by phyllo pastry and icing on the top. It was also known back then as the pain à la duchesse, which means the duchess's bread. So it really was for the upper class royalty of France back then. But now everybody consumes eclairs. Everybody loves eclairs. Well, as far as I know anyway. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of, first one's going to be of Marie-Antoine Carême, who's that famous pastry chef I was telling you about. I'm just going to bring that up. Okay, so here, there he is. This is the guy who cooked for royalty, who made desserts for royalty. Okay. And I'm also going to share another picture with you. This isn't of eclairs, but it's what pastries would have looked like around those times. So look at that. This is from a picture from an old cookbook, French cookbook. Wow. Okay, and one last fun fact about eclairs. The first known English language recipe for eclairs appears in the Boston Cooking School cookbook, which was written by Mrs. D.A. Lincoln and published in 1884. So, there you go. So, those are all our facts for today. I hope you enjoyed these fun facts, and remember, when you consume your saucisson and your brie, to have it with some wine. That is the best way and it's really good. And enjoy your eclairs. So I'm going to say bon appétit, à bientôt. So bon appétit means good appetite, and à bientôt means see you soon. Au revoir. Bye bye.